Hello, welcome. Today I'm gonna play a game called Kentucky Route Zero. I don't really know much about it besides it's like indie game that a lot of people really love. I'm a dingus. And done. We're good. Okay. Hello. Hello. Alright, yeah, so this is gonna be more of a chill stream. I'm not gonna be like trying to be as entertaining as I'm usually trying to be. I don't know, just try to enjoy the game, you know? Just let the game play out, let y'all watch the game, have comments if I have any. Oh yeah, so I did like play a little bit of this game one time, probably for like 2 or 3 hours. And I really liked it. It just like it wasn't enough to like make me like I don't know, I just have to be like sorry. I just have to be like obsessed with a game to like actually continuously play it. Yeah, I just never played it more after the like one time I played it. So, hence why I'm playing it on stream. I love the art style. So I don't want to be blocking anything, so just shrink myself a little. Got a truck. Got a truck? A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lizette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. Show me the dog. An old hound in a straw hat. Both have seen better days. He's wearing a hat. I don't see a hat on his silhouette. Did give me a little while to get used to how the like physics, I guess, are in this. Like, okay, let's look at him first. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. How did I know his name already? Okay. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something, and spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? Oh, these are both really good dog names. I think I chose Homer in the first one, so I'm gonna go with Blue so that it's a girl dog like my dog. I mean, like, gender, blah blah blah, whatever. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. I've got a delivery to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Yeah, it's the truth. You have got to stop and breathe in that road. I bet while you're out driving, you just... I bet while you're out driving, you let your eyes wander up the tree line and you just, well, I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph. Do you like poetry? I just like to listen to the TV. I used to do a lot of poetry on the computer, but I don't have the ear for it lately. Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of... Well, to get there, you've got to take the zero. The zero. The zero is a tough route to find. You can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. Basement door's back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. I don't remember saying yes. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Okay. Switch between. See, it's like so fast when you're going side to side, and then when you decide to go forward or back, it's like, wow, where am I? To the basement. Oh, look at that staircase. Ba-da-beep-bee. Oh, is that people? Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. Oh my god, they're playing a game. Conway clears his throat. Have y'all seen a breaker box down here? Did you hear something? No, sorry, I was looking at the rules again. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So it's your turn now, right? Oh yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? Yeah, it wasn't keeping up that high voice. It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Guess I ought to keep an eye out for that too. What? Huh? Okay. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near the gasoline. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. I don't think those people should be down here. Also, you're a sign. You can't tell me what to do in an emergency. Like, with my body, you know? You can tell me instructions of, like, where to go. Okay, I've literally done this before, and I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Am I just supposed to, like, leave and come back, and the people are gone? It's such an epic horse. Gurk. Okay, no, they're still here. Help me. Okay. I just need to get by you for a minute. I think you rolled on off to the left there, but I don't see it. Well, I'm not going to look for it. It's too dark down there. One of you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. Okay, fine. I gotta go find their freaking... There's nothing to interact with over here. Can look at the sign again. Oh my god, this is gonna be really great. Oh, it's glow in the dark. I did it. I figured it out. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. Places the object in his jacket pocket. Oh, they're gone. There's the breaker. Good. Okay. We got power. Is that like a base? Don't. Someone had a band gun. You don't get to see him walk up the stairs. Wow, epic horse. Some water before I narrate this. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. There were some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. In the basement? Oh, I don't think think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, computers in the office, you're looking for Marquez. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn, I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, if someone was like, go use my computer, the password is a poem, go get it up one time. I'd be like, good one, bro. Conway taps the key, waking the computer from its reverie. User. Joseph. Password. Like the stars drop away. The moon throbs. Will only get later. Password accepted. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Very snoop on his messages. Message 1 is from Donald at hotmk.mail. Message 2 is from accounts at consolidated.mail. Let's read Donald's message. It's so dirty. Fragments did lovely for Joseph, I know it's been a while, and I know you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here, and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't remember why I started writing this. I miss those days in the lab with you and Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. End of message. I wonder if that's gonna foreshadow something. Now I have to read it. Account standing urgent. Dear Equus Oils, this is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched to you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustained Brownout Select. Sincerely, your friends at the Consolidated Power Co. End of message. That's fucked. Address book. The 0. Dogwood Drive. Marquez. Well, I gotta try. I know he told me to look for Marquez, but I gotta try. The 0 is not real. Sus. Dogwood Drive is not real. Okay. Fudge. Okay. Marquez residence. 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there. Can't miss it. Got it. Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago, and now that the power is all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static and public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV. Yeah, sure, I'll just do your work for you. Talk to the parlor. How's it going, Blue? What do you think of this place? Seems like they're really on the rocks. I'm gonna save the trip. Okay, let's see if I say goodbye to him. Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. Yeah. Tuck time. back into the night. Into the night we go. Oh, the road is really cool in this. Just like, sometimes it's a little tricky. Oh, there's that burning tree. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Can't miss it. Act 1, Scene 2. Get comfy. Marquez Farmhouse. Gonna walk up the road, looking at the lamp. Okay, let's take me back to where I need to be. Actually, take me up the road. Yeah. Okay. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Oh, Blue is so cute. A family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the way the tree looks. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? Sure, it's a nice house. I know, I like the large beams that run across the ceilings. I like to sit in the house and think of the hills and the bluffs surrounding us like a cradle. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed. And we built this one. It was very expensive and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? She asks a lot of questions in a row and doesn't give a chance to answer all of them. Let's cut to the chase. I'm looking for the 0. Oh, you're lost. And that old blind man sent you, is that right? Of course he did. He's nice. Did he say anything nice about me? Did he send along a gift? He said you were too smart to watch TV. He asked me to return this TV set of yours. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The 0. I know. Okay. Set that up for you. That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? I know how to set up a TV. Okay, I'm skeptical. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised, are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. The picture on the TV. TV's picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon will know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. So I really just need to get to the zero. Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV. But I'll get you headed there. I'll get you headed the right way. It's pretty easy. Get back on the 65, heading north, and take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. Fine. Spiderweb stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. The skillet is seasoned with dust. A disused wood-burning stove is set up in one ash-dusted corner of the room. It's cold to the touch. Creeped me out, dude. That's not her fault, I guess. Some folks are just like that. Okay, I'm looking for an artificial limb factory. Take the first right after the artificial limb factory. Oh, that's the factory. Hey. Runs alongside the highway and then turns toward a dirty brick building. The grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by trees, reads Artificial Limb Factory. That's right. Okay. Here we go. This may be something. Act 1, Scene 3. Elkhorn Valley. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey, you got something on your hat. Did you pick pick that up on the road. You like it out here, don't you? Picking up strange dirt on the road. That's what freaking Butters would be doing. Butters would love the road. Oh god, that's rickety. Don't stand under that, Blue. Act 1, Scene 4. Elkhorn Mine. Oh. A person. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Oh, I get to pick Shannon's words. Oh, it's fine. I'll figure it out. But can I trust him not to just change the locks? Just never mind. I have to go. Sorry. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. Strange. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the on-ramp to, do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Sure, I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. Me too. Oh yeah, is that what led you down here? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay, you seem like you got a lot on your mind. I don't mean to bother you. It's just... Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lizette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery to the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I needed to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. She's a ghost. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. Oh, I can switch back and forth between them, I guess. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying. Then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke and it wasn't a lie. At the time I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle, she's a mystery. So what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn Mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. What are you looking for? I'm not exactly sure. I have a few ideas. I'll know it when I see it. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up. All told, I'd rather not go down there all alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog, thank you. It is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. We don't want to get turned around. We've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure, let's look around. I'm not used to speaking this much. refill soon. I need a tall boy for my water. Oh, Blue does have a hat. Okay. I see the hat. I have to get real close to the screen. It's really cute. Doopy doopy dee doop. Doopy dee doopy dee doopy dee doop. Grunka lunka dunkety dunk. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Oh god, I'm scared. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens. Coal script, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. That's so awful. But there's jobs basically like that. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything's rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. I kind of want to see Conway try to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle up a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well... okay, I hear ya. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Do some ASMR. It's like making the sound. Hums a deep tone. Conway spits. Conway whistles. That was not a blow sound. Okay. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes to your head. Tell me a story or about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? Okay. Here's a story. I used to work doing roof repair. That's like talking noise. I'm just like itching today. My boss got a real big job out in Louisville. I'm sure I just butchered that. Should have taken us an hour to get there. Seemed like a big project, but doable. But I was too hungover and we ran late. Got it. Wow, what a story, Conway. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. Yeah, you're probably used to it. Why, 'cause he's tall? One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Is that a real thing that they can, like, measure? I'm not doubting it. I just don't know enough about, like, air breathability. It's about the road. Remembers a moment when he was young. Getting some pretty good readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Visualizes a hot Reduce rock and gulf sound. Turns out that was an awful idea. Whoops. Act 1, Scene 5. Elkhorn Mine. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. If I just don't say that, is his leg not stuck? I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out one of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. What about the on-ramp? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our priority. So, controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Taking the mind. Okay, so that's the exit. Thank God, okay. Well, okay, but it wants me to poke around. The game wants me to poke around. I don't know if I'm gonna get to come back here. Thing a game like this, you want to explore, because they wrote this whole thing. It's not like a game where you're like running for your life and you're like, I actually need to just get to the next thing. It's like you want to see all these things that they put in here. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it. Or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came pretty fast, and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of how it went from there, sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. Oh. But there was gossip, too. The trap miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. But even then, it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. Doesn't matter now. Look, this whole turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks, if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company store. Just junk, you know. The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all so dim and gray. Jen connects two clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so that's what we want to remember. try the pendulum and the casket. Oh, that's pretty good. God, I could not do this in real life. Being in a mine. Dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. It's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically, kind of thrown together, but when this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miners' songs. Really academic ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did you ever come down here? Yeah, I came here with my parents once or twice. I used to play music here, even when those archivists weren't around. It was a nice setup, kind of rickety, kind of dangerous, I guess, but I don't know, it had good energy. It was warm sometimes. That's nice. Anyways, I'm deeply afraid of caves. You never... No thank you. Okay. Bat feeder and the scarecrow. Sounds like some Batman shit. Camera just keeps switching back to... Okay. Let's go this way. Do you hear that? Some kind of muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near water? Could be. There was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly here. tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Well, I guess we'll never know. Take me back to the animal bones and the rowboat. Like my little colorful things. It's cute. I think it's cute. Tell me it's cute. Let's get out of here. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, okay, that tunnel where the tracks were broken, I'd like to take a look down there. So, can I choose? Okay, if you wait for me here, I'll just go take another look around. Sure, okay, I'll be right here. Do I get to be here, or do I just... Because I think I just chose the Conway option last time. Okay. Oh, I do get to be here. See, if you just choose the Conway option, then you don't get to see this. At least I don't think... I don't remember this. Shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez. The green one is labeled R. Marquez. The blue one is unlabeled. Conway opens the red notebook. Pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically in the margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. The green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. I wonder if that's like Shannon and Weaver as kids. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be... Oh yeah, this place. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No, Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here and wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Let the lady drive. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Maybe you just weren't listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia. In the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Yeah, we'll go to the other place. What is it? I'm assuming that this means let her drive. Let's go. Come on, Blue. Blue, abba-dee, abba-die, abba-dee, abba-doo, abba-dee. Lizette's Antiques. Guess this is your truck. Surprised? It's kind of old. No, I'm not surprised. I guess it's an antique too. I think it suits you. Oh, okay, we were just talking about the truck. I understand. Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. Aww. I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? I don't really like them anymore. Take care of your friend here, and there's more where that came from. Aw, Blue got a treat. Conway is ready to leave. Can I get on this, like, dotted road? See, I've gotten to the 0. Oh right, I'm supposed to go find Weaver again. Okay, what was her? Oh, it's a mine map. Okay. She's like, what am I looking for? I'm going to have just directions that Shannon just gave me. That's weird. It was something Peonia. What if I just drive around? I mean, it's pretty cool. Guitar player. A young man in gray stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He's playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right a weathered dog. Oh, listen, I won't pet the dog. Conway pets the dog. The dog closes its eyes and pretends to be asleep. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Oh, we're giving him $1. God. I'm a jackass. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Lovely. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna be there, so, like, should I just go there, maybe? Maybe the game wants me to go there first, and that's why it didn't write down the directions for me. He's taking a drive. Wreck. Oh, we're stopping. Shoot. Fucking injured and I'm stopping to look at this. Hi, Saturn. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, jeez. Okay, doesn't even let me go over here? These look like coffins. Okay, it's like not letting me inspect anything, so we're just gonna go back on the truck. Conway, you should not be walking. Get in the truck. So this is Kentucky Route Zero. It's like a, it's just like a story, like you're just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a, like you're this guy Conway he's trying to make a delivery. He works for an antique store. And you're just driving down highways and like looking for the places you need to go. But then we're looking for this special Route Zero. And once you get to it, it's like some trippy stuff. I played like a couple hours of this game. But this is yeah. So this is still, we're still in like the first hour of the game, so it's still kind of like don't quite know what's going on here. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like alternate reality type. Like you don't really know what it's. Kind of feels like it could be like post-apocalyptic future, but also maybe just an alternate reality. And maybe there's something supernatural going on. We really don't know. Oh my god. But yeah, it definitely seems very. It's like about the characters and exploring this world and this story. Yeah, it has really cool art. Yeah, I love the trees, the way the trees are drawn. We're stopping. Okay, we're stopping. No? Oh my god. Oh, she's helping me. She's helping me. Okay. That's cute. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. A decorative graveyard? Weaver's folks were like that. Not morbid, I mean, but strange. Careless with tragic ideas. Oh, and look at that headstone, Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. Huh. So yeah, like he's getting involved with this Marquez family, and it's like there's this woman. Weaver was the first person. I kind of feel like she's a ghost. Like Shannon said some things that made me feel like she's a ghost. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I was just like, that's suspicious. And this is like their family home. And they're like cousins. So this is where she was. Yeah, makes sense. This was where this was where Weaver and her parents lived. Oh, but maybe they moved out or something. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? Oh, but this is such a Conway thing to say. I owe some people some apologies. I've just decided. I barely know Conway as a character, but that's a very Conway thing to say. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that. Until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. I almost said canneries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. So yeah, her parents worked in the coal mines, and we were just in the mines, and she talked about how the company would just give them tokens where they had to like buy time. They had to buy electricity and buy fans to make the air better and shit. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. Okay, so like translating algorithm or something. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone, never came back. Oh, wow. Until tonight. So maybe she's not a ghost, she's just like a runaway and hasn't been talking to her family. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh, okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, but also when I very first met Shannon, she was like, do you believe in ghosts? So, like, that's also why I'm thinking that. Okay. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lizette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall in disrepair. Actually, yeah, Weaver sent me to find you to fix the TV, so here we are. Oh, we're gonna do this again. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay. I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that oughta... should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Hey, that looks dangerous what you're doing there. I'm not gonna be condescending, man, like that. A little bit to the left. Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers to clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north-south and... that looks like a road. Kentucky's Route 0. Is that us or are we driving? Are we getting on it? Are we getting on it? Hmm? Hello? End of Act 1. Ah! Alright. Limits and demonstrations. Ooh, that's a bobby pin. Limits and demonstrations. Limits and demonstrations. Alula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years. This retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact from the intimate warmth of Vertex Texture Fetch to the infamous Visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? This is great. So this is like a whole like virtual art installation of a fictional artist. Basement puzzle number 2. Artist, Sunset and Horse. 1976. Plaster and wire. So it is like kind of, it's like near our times. We can assume that this is taking place around present day. But, or maybe, I don't know, did that say anything? Okay. Spoilers, but I'm pretty sure Lula is still alive. But we'll get there soon enough because it's in what I've played of the game, and I only played a couple hours of it, so. Okay. Plaster and wire. Basement puzzle. What do you think she means by puzzle? Emily and Bob, those are the people at the very beginning of the game. There was like 3 people playing like a tabletop game in this basement of this gas station. And then when I went back down there, they were gone. Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve. There must be symbols. Okay, I don't know who's who, so I can't like make a voice. Oh, artist, Sunset. I'm pretty sure this guy had like a Squidward-y voice when I first did it. Artist, Sunset, Horse. Or it's an anagram or like a code. Or it's just a misdirection. Maybe it's not a puzzle, but it's just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That's kind of sad. It's really cool. Overdubbed Namjoon Paik installation in the style of Edward Packer. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape. Handheld tape playback head. Speaker system. Voice of the artist. Computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape, and you run this tape playback head along it, and just listen to the recordings, I guess? Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. I feel like these voices are probably more distracting and helpful at keeping... because they both have like a nasally edge to them now. As Bob drags the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. Okay, so Joseph was the guy who owned the gas station, and he had an email, because I snooped, he had an email from a guy named Donald, and he was like, remember those times in the lab with Lula? There you have it. But, like, lab, are they artists, or are they studying something? A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punched cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording, spliced awkwardly into the tape, lists out options in monotone. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave a room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. That's so great. It's like choose your own adventure, but like with tapes. Let's examine the cards. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is a first draft of the poetic subsystem. I can't read punched cards by sight. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. We're gonna activate that computer, baby. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud, I love it. I'm now holding 2 punched cards. On one of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves. Caves. The other one is blank. Pardon. To insert caves card. Sorry, I gotta do my computer voice. To insert caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. Caves. We're on a dirt trail in the park. Or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail! It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. Oh my god. To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. See, every time it does that, it's like I'm darker. Like, okay, that's the only choice? Yeah, that's the end of that one. So, 65 degrees, 4 inches. Yeah, we lost his voice. That's the last trip, so everything's here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. Pretty sure that guy was super country when I first did his voice. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. Oh, we're gonna remember a fond gesture, baby. It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I've been recording over this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened. So, here's a story. The water robot. Yeah, that is the Flood voice. I knew I was getting inspiration from something on that, but I couldn't remember. It is kind of the most fun computer voice to do. Like it feels fun physically. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. Aww, I'm obsessed. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. Now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So I'm almost out of time. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? Well, that's the end, yeah. Do you feel done? I don't. don't think we ever reached this logwood at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell us all. Yeah, just choose your own adventure. Just read the book back, front to back. You'll get the whole story. Oh, fuck. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape.
Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They're not. They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface.
What is happening?
Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down the Zero.
The Zero. Ghost cave, ghost cave, ghost cave.
You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail. And then you can see what your damn machine does with it.
Oh my god. That's why she's putting it in the mail. Oh. Whoa. Title card. Visage 1984. Unknown media. What is this made of?
It's a mystery. Looks like ribbon, bandages. Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's slice a visage to build a visage. A puzzle to its own. Wait, it's a poem. I think it was written by a computer. Slice a visage to build a visage. Puzzle to its own.
Yeah, that does sound like it was written by a computer. Still could mean something. So that's all there is to that, huh? Just no one knows what the fuck it's made of. I mean, like, if it was a real thing, I would guess that it's like a projection of some kind, but I think it's just magic. Vertex, texture, fetch, tree, television, and suspended cathode ray. 1916, found materials. It's the oh my god, I didn't even. Of course it's the TV. Okay. Bob, this seems like your
What is it? It's a lighthouse? Oh, it's a weather window or something. Is it a lighthouse?
The game is a little louder than the others. Probably like certain oh yeah, I can see it there. Probably certain sounds are just louder because there's not a lot of sounds. So it's harder for me to like gauge the level. But it's a quiet game, so it doesn't have to be turned up loud. Pardon. This definitely doesn't have to be. Okay. Spinning coin, suspended, correcting for angular motion. 1976 found materials. Huh. image on the screen or the whole thing? The whole thing. The microphone. Flickering coin.
Yeah, kind of anxious, right? I feel like we startled it, and now there's this uncomfortable pause.
I feel really drawn to it, but
It just makes me nervous.
I guess that was all of it. That was really cool. Oh, I think I have to like select it from over here. I remember being really confused by that. I have to like click on exit.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I need to get to work anyway. Ugh. I need to change my camera bat anyway. 1 moment, please. Alright, play a bit of Act 2. Oh, fuck yeah, here she is. Letter. Attention, Lula Chamberlain. Your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably we can only award one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase, blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each application's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panels did not select your application. That's just so, like, they're trying to make it sound like, don't worry, we thought really hard about it, and we decided that you're not in line with our values, or what, you know, like, it's just like, shut the fuck up. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. I don't think she's young. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. What does that mean, Imagined Architecture? Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your obedient servant, Robert. Wastebasket that shit. Okay. Lula opens a folder of writing paper. Hi, booby. Hi, baby girl. To herself, quietly. Should I write a note to Robert, or should I write a freaking go F yourself, Dr. Stone Norden? Oh, baby girl. Okay. I'm gonna write a go F yourself letter. Yeah, me too. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your...
I'm trying to do the voice I was giving to her on the tapes, but...
Thank you for your most informative...
Now I'm just doing the nerd guy voice. I was ecstatic to hear of your record-breaking success in receiving over 100 applications. Hi, Ro. What a triumph. As you know, my application process includes several minutes of photocopying, undertaken on my lunch break. Regrettably, I must be extremely selective in my fellowship application so as to leave enough time in which to eat my lunch, and in the successive years I will no longer be contributing to your illustrious submission count. Yours, etc., Lula Chamberlain, Artist, Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. So, yeah, she's working in an office. Rick clears his throat.
Busy.
buried.
Yikes. Hey, Lula. Did you get my note?
About the office party. I'm going stag.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean, hey, probably not going anyway. Lots to do, a lot of new drafts, So, how'd your application go? I was in the mailroom and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I don't mean to pry, I just saw.
It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Oh, look at Rick. Act 2, Scene 1. That wasn't even Scene 1, that was just the intro. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Rick is down bad, yeah. Rick is that guy in every movie who, like, every movie about, like, an older lady main character who's like, I like her, but I'm too nerdy or weird for her to actually be into me. Okay, thank you, Ro, thank you. I'm trying to do different voices. Shannon just has a regular voice. Shannon's regular.
Didn't we just pass this place?
I don't think the Zero operates like the roads we're used to. I don't understand it either. So, what is this place?
It looks like a cathedral. Yeah, a cathedral with an office building in it.
This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now?
Both.
Ha, okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Yeah, so after we are done here, I think we're gonna get to see the Zero, which is pretty neat.
Get a good rest in the truck. Yeah, I know you love a drive. I do too, usually.
I've made Conway so much more country. Like, at first he was just, like, subtle country guy, and now he's just full-on country guy. Ah, the wind in your ears. Yeah, I saw you back there, Blue. Look at Blue's little hat. Aw, stretch. Okay. That's just what your body looks like all the time. Never mind. End of the line? Seems that way. Not for us, I hope. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Hello? Oh, hi.
Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess.
Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out.
We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost, so you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway.
We'll stick with the what is this place. No, actually, I want to know, what do the boys from the distillery look like?
You've never seen the boys from Hard Times? Well, count your blessings. They cut a grim profile. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through.
We're looking for Dogwood Drive. You know where that is?
Dogwood? Nope. You're gonna need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we gotta get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks.
Oh god, bureaucracy.
Now, let's see.
Rick, he's an ingestion clerk.
Rick is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Juan is out on the side. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There's some books over there in the waiting area, or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques?
Oh. I know. Yeah, maybe Lula's free. What is our grotesques? Television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm but precariously fragile. Television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. She's back. Hi, Marianne.
Oh, good. I thought you left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there. 5th floor. Get. I don't need no damn books. Take me up, baby. Wait, I see her on the 2nd floor. Oh, I thought I don't know. Should I go to the 2nd floor or should I just go to the 5th floor like she said? I think I should go to the 2nd floor. Even though I'm not, like, okay, like, Conway isn't supposed to know what... Oh, it's like... Wait. Is it, like, British style? Where 1st floor is actually the 2nd floor? Doesn't make any freaking sense to me. There's Rick. I forgot how Rick talked already. 1 second.
Hello? Are you lost?
That's his voice now. We're looking for Lula Chamberlain.
Oh no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first, so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room, happy to help.
Yeah. Actually, that would be really cool if there were offices like this that were kind of just, like, open. I mean, it would probably suck in real life, actually, because weather and shit, but if it was in a place with just really nice weather all the time, that would be cool. Okay.
Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses.
God, that's so many. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. I think let's have Shannon get us to the point here. Let's just skip it. Which one of you is Lula Chamberlain?
Oh, sure, that's her in the cardigan.
I don't know what that... Like, that was just making that shit up. Yeah. Get us to Lula.
Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me.
Just giving everyone a new voice every time they speak. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction.
This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go?
We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive.
Dogwood Drive. That's funny. You know, I used to live on a Dogwood Drive. This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attics full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. I think she misses that time. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the 0? A gas station attendant told us we'd need to take the 0 to get there. Yeah, that's literally the only reason why I'm looking for the 0 is because
Joseph, the guy that she used to hang out with in her university days, is the one who sent me this way. Oh my god. She knows. She knows. Gas station attendant. I see. Friendly blind man about my age hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. His name's Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. I was just gonna be like, do they have a history? And now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. Well, to be fair, the injury happened after I met Joseph, so... Oh my god, you can see Butters in the mirror. Oh, you can kind of see her. She's licking herself. Butters! Yeah, I see you. I see you. Okay, that was funny. Okay, sorry. And now he's implicated. Okay, and in your condition, yeah, okay, sorry. I forgot where I had left off. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one? No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. Computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It really is a matter of consulting the records, of which we have an abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in the archives. And records. Fourth floor. It'll be under O for odonyms, probably. Or G for generic. Or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. What does that even fucking mean? I think she just wanted to get rid of me. Bing. Yeah, that's like the Butters mirror. It's like, oh yeah, if you want to get a sneak peek of Butters, you can hope that she's laying in the right spot, which is just the middle of my bed. 4th floor. Love that music. There's a floor that's all bears. I didn't even notice it in the list of the, yeah, like obviously you noticed it. I was, oh my god, that's so funny. What happens if you go to that floor? I'm gonna try it next time. Like, do they just eat you? Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system in all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. Few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Doot, 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 doot. Inside front cover. Document staff. Please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. It's like cars, there's things in cars that start with more than just those letters. It's really funny. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Okay. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Coal mining operations. Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed, checked in on page 63 but not present. And Conway works for Lizette's Antiques. Oh my god. The way that everything is just already connected, but just in this way that is like, what the fuck is going on, you know? Like, it's really good. I think I was like missing some of this when I played it I think I was like playing it in the morning and like my brain wasn't all the way there. Check-in. Failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee, Ed Bohm. I gotta find this Ed character. Oh, I already looked at that, I guess. Nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or a G or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. Let's go check out the bears. Da bears. Ding dong. Bears. I just want to check out the bears. They're so cute. Hello. They're all just like following. There's like not even anything to interact with. It's just bears staring. Hi, buddies. Aww. Oh my god, this just reminded me so hard of... I just threw The Simpsons on the other day, and it was the beginning of like an Apu episode, so it was one that I haven't seen as much. So I was just like, what the fuck episode is this? But it's the one where it's just like a bear shows up walking down their street, and then Ned is trying to get into his house, and he's like screaming, and he's like, come on, open the door, and then Maud's like, I can't, I'm so nervous. And he's like, come on, and then he just jumps in the window. And then it turns back to the bear, and the bear is just like, do, and like being a little cutie, and it's just like the bear wasn't even paying attention to him. I love it. Just a chill bear time. I'm looking at Butters. And Homer has to sneak out to get beer. Like, what would you do if there was a freaking bear on your street? Or what if you were just like on a walk and there was just like a big ass wild animal? Oh yeah, she's right here.
Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not long ago, can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. This town in New Hampshire that got taken over by libertarians and then taken over by bears. That's really funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna look that up. Like, was it because the libertarians had taken over and that they... Because they didn't put any money into bear protection. That's hilarious. Wow. I mean, it just goes to show that, like, if you're trying to take something over, at least fucking know, like, how things are run and, like, what is important. You know? Like... You can't just take over and be like, I have this ideal way of doing things, so I'm gonna do it this way. But then, like,
the way things work is the reality of things. Yeah, sorry. Okay. We continue here. But I feel like this is very related to just what's going on in this game of just like bureaucracy and like, I don't know. Okay. And then the Bureau reclaimed it. Okay, wait, the bears in that area were extremely aggressive. That's so weird. Oh my god. They like knew, they were like, they're libertarian hating bears. Okay. And then the Bureau reclaimed it. Okay, I already read that. That's where you'll find the street name records I expect at the church. Marianne at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs. And I know he works at night. His office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Bowling Green. I'm pretty sure that... I don't know what I was going to say. But we're going to go to the Zero soon. That's what's about to happen. Spoilers. Just walk that way. I have to walk around. Okay. Good. Okay, I'll look at the damn books. 3 books are piled onto the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Bureau. Oh, the envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. And we kept it, right? Yeah, baby. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so before you even see the Zero, this is what the driving instructions for going somewhere on the Zero are like. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. Reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again, and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. So yeah, it's not a normal road. Drive counterclockwise toward the TV. When you reach the TV, drive clockwise to the antenna. Now turn around again and head just past the barn. Okay, yeah, so, I don't think we need any of those right now, but... Oh my god, there's a real-ass phone number on here. Like, what happened? Is this, like, a developer's phone number or something? Oh my god, okay. Or just, like, one of those numbers people set up where you can leave messages or it plays a message. Get what you need? Lewis said you could direct us to the church. Oh, sure, the old storage lot. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Okay, let me just... Okay, find the crystal, then turn around. But see, it didn't write down the directions to the doctor, but I feel like the doctor is, like, not on the Zero. Like, the doctor's on, like, the regular road. But maybe not. They move on. Okay, wait. It was... Find the crystal. Okay. So, here we are. sandwich. It's like the road is based on someone's memories or something. Totally. See, the first time I played this, I was like, that's the crystal. But it's not the crystal. The crystal's called the crystal. TV. Oh my god, yeah, like we're in maybe like I don't know, I can't like it's such a like huge concept that I can't even like theorize about it yet. The crystal, okay, let's like turn around at the crystal. Yeah. What's that? Oh, what? What's happening? Okay, I don't know what that meant. Oh, here we go. Act 2, Scene 2.
St. Thomas Church.
Is that it over there? I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess.
Oh, here for the night mass?
Oh, what kind of mass is it?
Tonight it's a homily on work and need. Huh, haven't heard this one before.
Where's the congregation?
I guess this must look pretty strange, a church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist. And I found some old acetates in the bureau archives, photos of people at churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's what you feel like you have to do. We've all got a job.
Work is play for mortal stakes. That's the title of the evening's homily, in fact.
Work is play for mortal stakes. Oh my god, Butters is growling at me, but I'm just gonna finish this like scene here, and I'll be done. It is. Oh yeah, it's 11. Yeah, I'm getting a little late.
So I guess if you folks aren't here for the mass, you must be looking for the old bureau records. I moved them down to Unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the mass started, the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys.
I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale.
Nice lady. Well, I'd better get this running.
Brandon presses play on an old tape machine. Is your whole family Catholic?
Oh no, we're not religious. I just watched and listened while the congregation did all this stuff, and I probably don't understand as much of it as you might think. Anyway, I know how to run the overhead projector and the tape player. At least I know enough to keep it going, right?
I don't want to listen to the homily. How do you like working here?
It's okay. I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, you know, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards at the bar because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me.
I just blended the voices together.
I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it. Too expensive.
You're telling me.
My dad cut his arm pretty bad on a job, but he stitched himself back up because we didn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually he just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what he should have done. Who knows, right?
So this is like a hobby?
If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I read the slideshow, and I played the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but no one's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it.
I think he's right.
Okay, that's it. Next, there's some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think.
Oh, because we're not baptized? Or some shit? I don't fucking know. You hear Butters and it's adding to... She's like growling every couple minutes, or every 30 seconds probably.
I don't remember them anyway.
Hi, got it. We were just talking about work and hobbies. What? I found what we came here to get. The file on street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out. And then maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. Exit. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to keep playing. Maybe I'll just go let Butters out and, you know.
Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck.
Oh, it's like okay, it's from that scene where his leg got injured. Shit, okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg?
It's all messed up.
Here, let's get you onto the tram. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Hey, old man, look at me. Can you hear me?
What happened?
I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we met. I think I need to see that doctor. Yes, you do. How do we get to this address from here?
I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. The bureau's only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came. Find the crystal and then turn around.
Alright. So the crystal is this way. Trust my gut here. What does the ZZZ mean? It's just... Oh. Oh. Does she just automatically take us? Oh my god, she fucking took us to the... Okay, so this game has like a built-in mechanic for if you're just like, oh my god, I'm so fucking lost. What the hell do I do? You can just be like, Shannon, take over. Like, I kind of wish I hadn't done that because I wanted to explore more, but also I'm fine with it because I'm sure there'll be plenty more. Plenty more Route Zero. Act 2, Scene 3.
It's the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces.
I'm Italian, okay? If you did the wrong thing, yeah, literally. Oh my, that's what, actually, like, I think the first time I played it and was, like, trying to get to that storage place, I was, like, a bit confused and I didn't know about that feature and I was like, Lee. Can we talk to Clerk Lula Chamberlain again?
I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. Something happened with your meeting?
We need to get to the Interstate 65.
Lula filed your papers, so you're in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know.
Oh. So they, like, transport you. Tell us how to get to Dr. Truman.
Of course, this is in a neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory, just before the river. You continue north, you'll be there shortly. Okay, take a right past. Okay, it'll be written down, right? Oh, but I didn't get to look. Oh, okay. On the road again. Okay, so I'm looking for a... How did I already freaking forget? Dr. Truman. Dr. Truman. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Okay, I'm looking for an observatory. I'm pressing A a bunch. Equus Ols. Oh my god, okay. Is that the observatory? And then... Oh! I feel like actually the first time I played this game, this was kind of towards the end of where, like, this is around where I stopped playing, and I could not find the freaking observatory. You heard the address. Oh, it's a large museum, still partially under construction. Oh, I remember this. Act 2C4. Museum of Dwellings. There's just so many, like, interesting concepts in this game.
I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me.
What were you doing up that late?
Mom lets me stay up late all the time. She said it's okay. I was just looking for frogs.
What were the man and the lady talking about?
The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already caught. They didn't know, so they kept looking around.
I just assumed they were from the power company. You know, how they're always coming by unannounced and messing with this or that. I just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense getting involved.
A future ghost. Yeah, I just, the way things are presented in this game is so interesting. It's just like, what in the... They're like, no, we're not just gonna have the two characters you're playing as have some conversation in here. We're gonna have the freaking museum staff questioning other people about this, like, the next day or so. Or I don't even know if that's what is going on.
They definitely weren't the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were really with that storm going on. I know they have to do their business. It doesn't affect me. I've got my generator, but you know, some of these folks around here, unprepared. Totally unprepared.
Blue, abu-dee, abu-die, abu-dee, abu-dee.
Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo.
What did he say?
Just small talk, you know, like you talk to your buddies or something. Like you talk to a dock worker and just like, damn, this is a lot of rain. I haven't seen rain like this since that storm a couple years back that took out Lizette's herb garden. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks.
What the fuck, dude? Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere. That's loyalty for you. Why do you assume we were drunk? Is it because I have a limp? They didn't stay long anyway. See, it's like... Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a dwelling. Oh. It's a few dwellings.
I guess they must have gone through some papers here. It was in some disarray, and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diane is such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean.
What folders were they looking at?
Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site, I guess. They had a list of all the homes we relocated here. A list of original residences before we leveled the neighborhood. I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. Pulled out a list of the folks who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere. But they filed that back out of order. So I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down, and it seems like, I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in.
That's the idea.
Yeah, I get that. Just, how about that roof? You just write us a check and we'll finish it right up. I know you've got this museum thing going on, but you don't want to be slumlords now.
Huh. Telling us a story here about this museum here. It's not just an innocent museum.
You were hollering at that empty tent you folks have on display. Hey, if you ever need to stay in there, I've been in worse positions.
Chapstick. Yeah, they came and knocked on the window, and we had a bit of a talk through the glass. I would have come out, but you know, shady characters. What did you talk about? They were asking about Dr. True, man, and I told them, what all I know about that, which is not very much. What do you know about Dr. Truman?
I told them he moved in here with the rest of us when you folks brought up the neighborhood. Bought up, sorry. And then one day his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I heard them banging around out there, and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth.
You know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking up to visit. I heard him working on his boat just a bit earlier, before the storm started. But then I saw the strangers sleeping gate, and the young woman with him, and I knew it couldn't be. Yeah, 'cause you saw them. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them on the front porch for a bit. What did you talk about? Oh, we talked a bit about the neighborhood. I told them about Hudson and his sailboat, and the nice young couple in the greenhouse, and the charming Mr. charming Dr. Truman, who used to live here. They were very interested in him, but of course, well, I don't know where he went. Do you know, I don't believe either of them had ever set foot on a houseboat before. I don't know that the older man had ever even seen an ocean, in fact. It has always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is? I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that it settles my nerves. Well, if we have another storm like that last one. Can I go this way? Can I go that way? I think it's blocking. Oh, there's like a piece of wood or something. Wow, I wonder if that noise my stomach just made is like a... got captured on the mic. I started reading Saturn, your last chat, as I was saying that. Yes, it is like a human museum. Like, it's just a home. It's a dwelling museum, but also people live in it. So, yeah. That's not weird. Puppy. That's why we're gonna need an umbrella. You don't need to hear that thunder at full volume.
They wouldn't come in, just rushing around till they were warm. And it was late at night, just rushing around. Well, there was some urgency to the older man's injuries. It's understandable.
How was he injured?
His neck was twisted or something. He held it while he walked. It's painful little sounds in his throat. Oh, how? I don't know. I didn't ask. It would have been rude, I think.
Whoa, what the heck was that? Some looked like a big old bird flying through the sky.
Well, we just don't know. I suppose we never will.
Going all the way around. Yeah, okay, good. I wasn't the only one who saw the gun. Oh, it just appeared again.
I heard a shout from downstairs.
These are all old ladies to me.
The old man had stumbled in the rain. I stayed inside with the lights off. There's no sense in my getting involved.
There it is. Oh, it's so cool. Big canary. That was the thing on one of the TVs. It was like a bird making a nest or something.
I think all night I was in the back doing inventory when they came by. I got 40 cases of candles, and each one of those has got to be individually labeled, you know? I heard from some other neighbors that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through.
Yeah, and then she mentioned that her mom was in debt to the company because of having to pay for canaries in the mine. That's
We saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that?
I assume that was like a child. I don't even know if it is.
It don't belong to me. I just drive it. Yeah, I knew you were a driver. What's the biggest haul you ever did?
I moved a couple horses once in a different truck.
Me and Julian moved whole houses every night. That's a lot bigger than a couple of horses.
Okay, I don't think this is a child. It was Julian.
Julian's my brother.
Oh, okay.
He's a lot bigger and stronger, and he has more feathers than me, but he's still my brother.
Is Julian the bird? Where are your parents?
Well, I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking for them for a while, but, well, now we got a job to do. We gotta move these houses.
Where do you take the houses?
Me and Julian take them out to the forest every night. And then we bring them back at dawn before the museum opens.
In the park? Why do you take them to the forest?
This museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this, or when they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take them out to the forest to sleep, and then bring them back in the morning.
Is your family out in the forest?
Oh no, I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking for them for a while, but...
Yeah, I thought it was night right now, too. Maybe it's like evening, and they are like getting ready to do it. Yeah.
Anyway, we have a job to do here now, taking these people out to the...
Okay, wait. Oh, okay.
Taking these people out to the forest at night so they can sleep, and maybe if the rest of them be like Dr. Truman and want to stay out there, we'll get back to looking.
Oh, that's where Dr. Truman went. Can you tell us how to get to the forest?
You have to follow the Green River way out east, and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. Well, me and Julian can take you. We were just about to go anyway. I just gotta call them over.
Oh! I didn't get this far when I last played. I think I got to the museum, but then I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know where to go. Oh my god. From this height, the museum looks like a blocky crater, slowly filling with rain. Am I in control? Or, I think I can kind of direct it. I think I'm kind of directing it right now, but... The Green River way out east, and then hop over like I don't even know I don't know what the directions are. Okay, this looks like a river that's going east, so we'll follow that. That's so cool that there's more map out here that the roads don't go to. Okay, is this the lake over here? Green River. Oh, okay, it's telling me that it's the Green River lake. A shadowy figure drags itself out of the lake, stuffs its limbs into a smart blue suit, and trudges slackly out of view. What? What? Is this the... It's like weird controls. Okay. Oh, there's a little compass at the bottom. I just noticed that. Okay, that's nice. I was like, how do they expect me to know once I get all turned around like this? Wow, we're going way out here. Or not. Maybe it's... Okay, I guess I went too far. Sorry. And then hop over a lake. Okay, there's another lake somewhere. Do, 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 do. I really love this bird animation, though. It's really great. Looks neat. Is this not the lake here? Like... Okay, that's Green River Lake. Okay, so we'll check it. It's also the Green River. Okay, let's go this way. Da, 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 da. This looks like a dead end, actually. No, 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 okay. Ooh, neat. There we go. Show me the forest. forest. Oh. I'm somebody else. But that's blue. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with this. Oh, am I the kid? Oh my god.
It's okay, just take it easy. We've got to get back on the road. I'll just close my eyes.
I think that's a good idea. Just take some strain off your leg for a minute, and then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? It's my last delivery. Oh, are you retiring or something? Or sorry.
Zed's closing up the shop.
That's damn.
How'd you come to be with these people? I bet you were pretty wild when you were younger. You probably met on a farm or something. I bet the old man herded sheep.
Yeah, Ezra's a kid, right? Oh, that's cool. That's a guy. Gotta find the dock. Whoa. That's also Conway. Okay, I think we're just gonna burn through time. Yep. Shouldn't be much further now. I think I see the settlement, where the settlement ends over there. These wars go on forever. Oh, no forest goes on forever. At some point there's always a road or something, a parking lot. Don't act so defeated, okay? I just need to rest. We're almost there. Dr. Truman will have a nice couch or something you can rest on, and some medicine or something. I don't know.
Have you ever been here in the winter? I bet it's all snowy. And you could just listen to it piling up.
Weep.
Stuck in a raining and I've got to go.
Do you have any family close with? Brother, sister, kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? Some kind of banker. Kind of a jerk sometimes. Yeah, I know the type. You never talked to him? Nah, I burned that bridge pretty bad. Who knows? I guess I was always closest with Weaver. As close as someone can be with a girl like that. What does that mean? She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's just lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, you're a good listener.
I'm gonna talk to the dog. I bet you come up from a big family of dogs. Dogs have big families. I like that.
Seems easier to keep. Okay. Oh, pupper.
Black smoke rising and it surely is a train. I'm on my long
The sound design is really good. It's like follows how close you are to the guy.
money, but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys.
Change sides on your headphones.
Is this the doctor?
He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in?
Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks.
You said you lost track of your family earlier?
Yeah, it's easy to get lost, especially out in the woods like this. I never really get lost, though. I just look out for Julian. He's always around. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses. But it made them worried all the time. And then the bank took it back. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I could never get to sleep. So I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far and we never got lost. But when we came back in the morning, they were all gone.
We'll help you look for them.
Okay, maybe we can all go looking again later tonight. Let's go see what's on TV.
Aww. Oh, this is great. This is great. And yeah, I think during that exit interview is when I really realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts like that. You can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something, or, some kind of administrative thing. Oh my god, everyone just fucking spilling their guts to Conway. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school destroy his wrists building synthesizers, I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached. Oh my god. But at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of Nuripnol TM. It's not so bad. What in the what? There's like a hair in my jacket zipper, what the fuck? So, how about that leg? What happened exactly? It was like, we gotta give the weird answer. It was like something grabbed my leg in the dark. Grabbed like an animal or a piece of machinery? That could be ugly. I've seen some joints twisted right out of... Never mind. Let's start with the examination. Gave all that fucking backstory before I even started looking at his leg. Like...
What are they thinking about?
They're singing about... Conway, you're gonna have to take your pants off. Yeah, dude. They're singing about hard times.
Yeah, everybody has it pretty rough right now. Even if you just want to go home, you'll have problems. Like, it'll be too dark and you'll get scared.
Okay, I don't like either of those options, honestly. It's hard sometimes, but things have a way of working out. Maybe you can just stay lost in the dark. Maybe you'll be okay with that eventually. I'll choose the first one.
Dr. Truman's gotta help your friend. He'll be okay.
I like the theme of kind of like folk, bluegrassy music. I mean, it's Kentucky. But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So the anesthetic we'll use is called Nuripnol TM. It's pretty experimental. Oh, the one from the pharmaceutical company that sponsored your scholarship? It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works, I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process. And then we'll just have a normal conversation as the Nuripnol TM takes effect. Then I'll get started. At the very beginning of the game, there was a sign in the basement of the gas station that was like, here are the rules. And one of them was, it was like, don't spraying fire around gasoline or whatever, and then one of them was like, in an emergency, don't panic, count backwards from 5. And I just thought that was very interesting, and now that's back, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's talk about Billy for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I'm contracted with was recently acquired by an energy company that has some different standards for building a revenue, so it's a bit complex. That was fun. Gonna find out what's that up with that Neripnol, huh? They just gave him anesthetic while he was like sitting in a chair in his kitchen.
End of Act 2.
Well, that seems like a pretty good place to be done. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play the rest of this game. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm super into it. Definitely more into it than the first time I tried playing it. Just feel like I'm picking up more of the little pieces and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. Kentucky Route Zero, good times. Mwah. Thanks for coming.